for a touchback. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Blue 58. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. The 20. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Williams now on the return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up. A bit here to start the drive.
Hey, John. Here we go.
Here's McKinnon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11. Here we go. 180!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Go. Hey, switch gears. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check. 65.
They go play action here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
319. Hey, check 26.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now it's Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
4 down.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Inside. Hey, check 26.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
3 down.
Hey, check 26.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra deep.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
3 down.
3 down going. Gun. Hey, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Toss play to McKinnon. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
21, 21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
13, 13.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Packers get set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No, no, no. 319.
Gotta do better.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check pass. Check pass.
Blue 58.
56.
On second down, Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Going right. 319.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So we reach half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flushed out right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And his kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Snap comes at 1. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Scat 300. Scat 300.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
319.
48 Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
319.
On play action. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's fine. Yeah.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Strong right. Strong right. No, no, no. 319.
Back now at Lambeau. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
319. Blue 58.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Back to norm.
We got 4. We got 4.
Again, it's Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
319. 319.
48, Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. who's going to get the advantage, who's going to catch someone off guard. I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Alert! Alert!
319.
Hey, alert 48! Alert! Hey, we go back to 48 right now. Let's go! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
21.
Here we go. Back.
White.
Backer, check the back.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike's 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
12.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Eluding the press. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I got you.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Double time. Hey, you got 3 down.
319.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got one.
Johnson on the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
3 down, 3 down.
319.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go to Johnson again. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?